Hello, everyone, and this is Grimsby Town versus Manchester United uh, predicted lineup for United. Uh, this this game is going to be important for us because we've gone into this season with high expectations, high hopes. We have had 200 million worth of signings, and we started really well in the Arsenal game. But then we sort of didn't live up to it into the Fulham game. And again, those same questions that we had last season, the same problems we had last season, are kind of coming back. Uh, is there a lot of pressure on Amarim to deliver? I don't think so. I mean, maybe not now, but definitely after the window performance like this continues, we're not able to score goals. We're not getting enough points on the board. If it's still on the bottom half of the table, say after 6 or 7 games, I think it'll be a problem for him. But as of now, I don't think I would not definitely want to say he's under a lot of pressure to win a game after game after game and score 3, 4 goals. Having said that, I just feel for the amount of time Amarim has had and for the signings they did that if you find a new uh, signed two of the best attacking players in the league last season in Cunha and Mbeumo, and then you get a striker worth 70 million. You're bound to be expected to get more goals. It's like winning is secondary, but at least goals you should be getting. But we have not scored any goals so far. So I just expect there are parts of the game that are being expected of the manager and the players to deliver good on, especially when it comes to attacking play, given the signings you've made and also in because he's had some time with the team, an identity to play, a team, you know, a structure. How do you play from the back up until the front? So we saw parts of it in the Arsenal game and in the preseason. I'll not take away from that, but I don't think a lot of it was visible in Fulham. Like there was no midfield at all for United, and some of the substitutions were weak. So I just feel. Uh, the game against Burnley and this game has to have those two things primarily. Those are the two expectations. One is to get goals and then to play with a certain identity and play it throughout those 90 minutes, not just 15, 20 minutes and then go back to playing the way we were last season. Having said that, uh, this I don't remember a lot of the times we have played in the second round of Carabao Cup, but we have to play it given that we finished uh, so low in the league last season. Uh, it's a way to Grimsby Town. I just think this could not have come at a better time because we need goals, and this could be one of those games where we score 4 or 5 goals. We scored, I think, 4 or 5 last season as well in a cup game like this. I think we scored 7, and it also came around the time we were struggling in the league. So I just think it could well be Rashford scored, Garnacho scored, Ericsson scored, Bruno got off the bench and got assist. So this could well be a game like that, and I just feel it's important to give time to some of the players that we've not been able to give time to in the league, especially the likes of Menu, the likes of Xerxes, the likes of uh, Sesko. So I think these players need time and get used to the team, so for the team structure and the formation that we are playing, which I feel is which is another discussion at all. But I just feel it's a good game for us to go out there, express ourselves, and get some goals and get some confidence in some players. So we'll directly get to the expected lineup that I had. Let's start with Sesko. I think in the Fulham game as well, I expected him to start, but I just feel Amarim is kind of easing him in, and also he's not really sure because he does not want to leave Mason Mount out because given his how good he's performing. But then if he doesn't leave Mason Mount out and he wants to play Bruno as well, and then he wants to play Kunyan and Bumo, he cannot start Shesko with that. So just forces him to play uh, Sesko as a substitute more. But I just feel in this game, he'll probably start with Sesko. I think he needs his striker to have more minutes. And against a team like Grimsby, with all due respect to them, they're I think they're in the second league, second division. So it'll be a good game for them to get time, and hopefully he gets goals. So I start Sesko as a striker. I think Cunha needs a rest. Not just a rest. I just don't think you need Cunha in a game like this. Of course, he needs a goal and he'd probably come off the bench, but you do not have to start him. You can rest a few players. And Cunha, Fernandez will be those two. I start with Mount because I just feel the, the time when Sesko starts playing more regularly, Mount will not have enough minutes and he'll not get enough minutes. So these are the games, the cup games, the games against supposedly lower league sides. These are the games he'll probably want to get more time in, and hence I start him as the left 10. On the right, I'll start Mbumo. I know he's played the same amount of time as Cunha has and Fernandez has, but I just feel Cunha was, Cunha was still better against Fulham, especially in the first half. But I think Mbuma was really off the pace in the game against Fulham. And I just feel one of these two has to start clicking in for us to start getting those goals, because we signed these two for the goals they scored last season. And I just think Mbuma has to be the one, because one, he's a left-footed player, and you would want either Ahmad or Mbeumo to play in that position. And I personally would prefer Mbeumo to go and get time, get his goals, and start getting used to the team and the league as soon as possible. So I'll start Mbeumo in. Uh, it could well have been resting Mbeumo and getting Kune in, but I just feel for the left-footed player on the left and right-footed player on the right, sorry, the other way around, it just makes sense to have Mbeumo in. I'll also, the reason to play Mbeumo there and is because I'll play Ahmad as a wing back. I just think was not great in the game against Fulham. I honestly felt I was the one who just said substitute him for Dallo for both his attacking and defensive game, and I just, for some reason, he's not looked involved. I don't know what the reason is, and he was one of our best players last season. So just doesn't make sense what's happening to him this season. I would want to have him more game time. I think United will be attacking a lot more, so he'll be more on the attacking line. He'll be uh, playing as a winger more and less as a wing back. So I just think Amma needs more time. I know Dallo needs time as well, but I just thought Dallo was really poor in both the games and really guilty of giving away that goal against Fulham. I'll start Ahmed because I think United want to play attacking game. So Ahmed over Dallo for that reason. Uh, in on the left wing back side, I think Dorgu has played decent in the first two games. I think he was a bit poor in second half of the last game. Decision making has been poor. I called it out last season as well, but just his overall performance, the amount of the time he runs, that he creates, uh, kind of shadows his decision making at times. I would want to start Diego Leon. I think we still to look at how he is. He'll need time to develop. But in a game like this, you would want Dorgu to have rest as well, and plus Leon to start and see if he can be a good option in replacement of Dorgu there. So Leon on the left back. Uh, my midfield too. Now this is one of the biggest problems, and I think in the game against Fulham as well, we lost, and because we dropped because of the midfield. We did not have a midfield when Mount and Bruno were playing in the midfield, and Ugarte was just poor. And I kept believing, and I kept thinking that Menu will come on, because he's one of those players who who can get us that control, right? Who can pick the ball and pick a pass, who can play in tight areas. And hence I just felt he should have come on against Fulham. but he did not. And hence, it makes sense to give him time in a game like this. And it's important to start him. I don't see the reason to or the point of starting Bruno in this game. Just doesn't make sense to me. He needs his rest. This is not a very important game for us because I think we'll probably win easy. So uh, might as well rest him or keep him on the bench. But then also to give minutes to some of the players who will not get it in the league. So Menu starts there for me. Ugarte or Casemiro because I don't think Casemiro has the stamina to play 90 minutes or whatever minutes he played in the league on Sunday and then start again on Wednesday. I think you need to give time to Ugarte as well to fit in. I think he had been good and bad in games and been very extremes in terms of his performances and has not started well in this season. Both the games he has been the worst player on the pitch, amongst the worst players on the pitch. So I'll just give these two time. Probably in a game like this, there will be less pressure. I think you can dictate the play and the tempo of the game. So a good game for them to play. Now coming to the center halves. I think Luke Shaw needs rest. You would not want to risk playing Luke Shaw week 2 games in a 3 days period. He needs rest, and this is one of those games where you don't think you need a player like Luke Shaw. So Heaven is a good option. I think he came on for some minutes and he has played preseason. He's a good option. He's a left-footed player, so fits in just as a substitute alternate to Shaw. Center half. I think Maguire needs time as well. He'll be thinking the World Cup around the corner. If he's not playing in the league, he'll at least want to play more in the cup games. So this could be one of those games where he gets the full 90 minutes or 70, 75 minutes, whatever he wants to play. And also to get rest to Delete, who is our center back alternative. So I just think Delete might get the rest and Maguire might start this game on the right. Now, Mazraoui is not fit. If Mazraoui had been fit, I would have started Mazraoui over Fredrickson. But given that he's not fit, I'll just say I'll just start Fredrickson and not Euro. Euro needs his rest as well. He's also 19, I guess. 19 or 20, I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, good to give him rest. He's played his 90 minutes. I think 87 minutes in the other game and 90 minutes in the first game. So it'll be good to give him a rest. Uh, and start Fredrickson. This could well be a game where we try as many players as we want and keep the likes of Bruno, Cunha, Delit, Casemiro, Dorgu on the bench and just bring them on for just 10-15 minutes to give them confidence as well going into Burnley. Last, but probably the most important is the goalkeeper. I thought Bandit was poor again against Fulham, did not claim a single cross, and I do not get enough confidence from him. So, and Onana, there's no point bringing him and playing Onana in a cup game when you're willing to sell him and you're willing to sign a goalkeeper as well. You will not want four goalkeepers. So probably you've kept Onana out for the 2 games based on you think Bandit is the better player. So Bandit will become a second option eventually, and whoever comes in, I think Lemons is gonna come in, becomes the first choice. So in that case, doesn't make sense to give Onana a cup game when he's probably about to leave by the end of the window. So I'll start Heaton in. Not a bad choice for a third goalkeeper. But yeah, again, not a game where we'll be very worried or we'll have to think a lot in terms of do we play our best choice or do we play our reserves? And I just think Heaton is a good enough player to start in a game against Grimsby. Prediction, I think United need to score. I think United will score 4 goals. I'll go something like 4-1 or 3-0, something like that. But I think United will score goals and the focus will be that. Yeah. So that's it for this video. We'll look for more content on this and we'll probably do analysis video after the game. Thank you.